Alright guys, this is just a quick tutorial of how to program the Radtel RT-880G in the field or without a computer. If you're like me and you don't have a programming cable, you're going to need to know how to put frequencies in and save them. And if you're out in the bush anyway and you might want to add another channel, or you scan one while you're out there and you need to add it, you'll need to know how to do this anyway. So first things first, we're on channel mode at the moment. As you can see, I've got it labeled as repeater 1 output for channel 1. I'm going to hit the pound key or the hash key, and I can change which mode I'm in. So I can go zones. Channel zones are just groups of channels. So if you have 5 channels you use a lot, you can add them to a zone, and you can have as many zones as you want, and you can have as many channels inside a zone as well. You hit it again, you go to VFO mode. VFO mode is what we need to manually type in the frequency we want to use. So for testing purposes today, we're going to be using channel 39 in Australia, which is 477375. So all you need to do is type it in. So 477375, and now we can see that that frequency is in that top bar. Now, while we're here, if you hit the red button, you can move the arrow on the side, and you can actually run multiple frequencies at the same time. So whichever one that arrow is in, so A, B, or C, that's the one that you're going to be able to talk into, or TX. You can RX on all 3 at the same time. So that's one of the cool features about this. You can have 2 channels in the background that you're listening to, and you can talk and listen to a 3rd one as well. So we hit the red button, and I've just for so you can see that it works, I've got another radio here, and I'll just key it up, and you'll be able to see on here that 477375 in fact works. So if you key it up, awesome. I've got the stubby aerial on it just so that I can move it around with the camera a little bit easier. Right, so if we want to save this channel, we've got to first of all decide where it's going to go. So I have heaps of channels saved on this. I'm going to save it on, for testing purposes, just my 171st slot. So you've got to know that beforehand. Otherwise, when we do the next step, it'll just take a little bit longer. So we go to the green button, and it's under basic settings. And if you scroll up rather than down, you'll get there faster. Here we go. Save channel. So you hit the green button. And see how I've got a Y next to all these channels? That's because they're all saved. So if you come up to a channel that you haven't named yet, or you haven't saved, it'll have an N next to it. So we're going to hit 0171. 0171. And see how there's an N next to it? That's how I know that I haven't actually used that channel yet. But if I go up one more, 170, I have used 170. So we go 1, and we hit OK. Now, hit exit. No, one thing is probably worth pointing out. Once you hit save, and you come back to this screen, any other edits you make without first exiting this screen won't save. I'm not sure why it does that. Just maybe a bug in the firmware. So we go back out. Cool. So now you can see on VFO, I'm still on VFO mode, but I have 477375, and if I hit this pound key again, I go back to channel mode. If I go back 1, you see I've got a save channel, 171477375. So it's saved inside our memory bank, but it doesn't have a name on it yet. So if I want to put a name to this, again, make sure your arrow is pointed in the line that you're after to edit. So I'm in A at the moment. I want to leave it in A. I go to green button again, scroll down, channel settings. So now the way this UI works is every time you're on this main menu, whichever line you're in, A, B, or C, is the one you're going to be editing when you go into settings. So that's the one, it will straight away assume that's the one you want to edit. So all the settings and all the different configurations you can have for each frequency are all done via this button being in either A, B, or C. And as soon as you open settings, it's editing anything you have with inside this. So 477375 is the only thing we're about to change settings for. If I key that one up again, go to channel settings. I want to name it. From here, you can also add CTC, DCS. Everything else is all inside this menu. So I want to scroll down, and it's called channel alias, which is 14. If you want to go faster, you can also go here and just type 14 and you'll get there faster. So we're going to call it something. We're just going to call it test for now. That'll do. Hit OK. And if we back out again, you'll see that this is now called test. And it's saved at 171. If you buy the radio and it comes with a whole bunch of channels you don't want, and once again, you don't have access to a PC or a data cable, you bought it without a data cable like I did, you want to delete them, you have to delete them one by one as well. And that's just as simple. You're on channel mode, you pick the channel that you want to delete. In this case, it's 171. Go to basic settings, scroll back up, delete channel. You pick the one you want, so it's 0171. See, it's got a yes, so we know that's a channel. We want to delete this one, we hit OK. That's it. There's no confirmation menu. That's now deleted. So now I go back to number 1, and you can see that I don't have, if I go back one more, I've got 170, but I haven't got 171 anymore saved. I no longer have a 171. Another couple of features on this that you might want to add that aren't immediately apparent as well when you first buy it is when you open this is not a menu per se, like a normal menu. So there's nowhere to just turn GPS on or just use it. The only way you can use any of those extra features like the spectrum analyzer, if I hold 1 here, I can open the spectrum analyzer. If I hold 2, I can open the GPS. The only way you can actually get these to work is you have to assign them to individual buttons. There isn't a menu where you can just open the GPS and start using it. It doesn't work like that. It's a different UI. So if you want to assign them and actually use them, for one, the GPS is pretty easy to turn on. If I go to here, scroll down, I've got extended or optional settings, GPS on off, and a whole bunch of other settings as well. So obviously you want to turn that on. It won't work otherwise if you don't turn it on, but there's still nowhere to use it. It's not assigned to any button. So you've got to exit that and go back to this area here. So let's say you want to use the GPS. You'll need to open the menu, key define. If you hit key define, this is where you can basically configure any of the buttons to do whatever it is that you want it to do. So I've configured GPS to run off a long press on 2. So you've got 2 long press. Mine's set to run GPS, but you can set it to do anything else as well. You can set it to APRS if you want. You can get it to zone selection. You can change work range. There's a whole bunch of other things you can add to it. You can change it to a power switch if you want to. And that power switch is like from low, medium, high. That's watt output for the transceiver itself. You can change it to a scanning button. It's up to you what you program it to, but unless you assign it to a button, you won't be able to use it. Same for any of the other features that come with this radio. There's a lot of features on it. None of them are immediately apparent. So there you go. I hope that helped you. If you're a bit of an enthusiast like I am, I definitely would recommend this radio. It's pretty simple to use. It's very robust, and the battery lasts for ages. So definitely would recommend the RT-880G. But yeah, if you want to program it like this, it's going to take you a little while. It probably took me like half an hour, maybe more, to put them all in by hand, but worth doing if you haven't got a programming cable. It's pretty much useless if you don't have it, so you kind of need to put them in. But it's not really that hard. But yeah, hope you like the video. Like, share, subscribe if you can, if you're interested, and have a lovely day.